So one of the reasons I'm taking a run this morning is we just signed final settlement documents on a pretty big case. Great way to start the week. But I want to share some tips with you guys once I get down on the beach on how to find the right lawyer to get the same kind of results that we were able to get for our client, and some things you can do to make our lives a lot easier so that we can help you live the rest of your life just like it was before an incident, an accident, or a business transaction gone wrong. If you like to golf, great course. Accident, our client was able to settle his or her case and move on with their life. Now, for the first 2 years after the accident, after the collision, our client tried to handle the case by himself or herself. I'm just going to use those pronouns just to respect privacy. The insurance company knew that this person was handling the case by themselves and dragged the case out, delayed the case out, made lowball offers, and basically made the client jump through as many hoops as possible up until the point where about 1 week before the 2-year statute of limitations. Here in California, you have two years to file a claim. In most cases, there are exceptions. You check with a lawyer if you have any questions. And the person came to our office, retained us. We immediately filed a lawsuit to protect the statute, aggressively litigated the case, and within 15, 16 months thereafter, almost 2 years actually thereafter, through litigation, through getting this matter set for trial next month, we were able to get the case done for the maximum value available. So my takeaway is as follows. Before I share my takeaway real quick, you guys, that's the reason I'm doing a beach run this morning on a Monday morning. Up at 8 a.m., got everything done. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to head back to the house, change, go for a run, and then come back and hit the office hard because I've got more files and more clients and more people to help. So tip number one, you guys, don't try to handle catastrophic injury and wrongful death cases on your own. It's a lot more complicated than you think. For example, what most people don't realize is that there are more steps involved with litigating a catastrophic injury and wrongful death case than there are for a heart surgeon to start, perform, and finish open heart surgery, specifically a triple bypass. Believe it or not, there's more steps, there are more decisions that a lawyer needs to make than your heart surgeon doing a triple bypass. So number one, don't try to do this stuff yourself. Contact an experienced lawyer in your state who specializes and emphasizes his or her practice in catastrophic injury and wrongful death, and go in and meet with that attorney and see if you have rapport, and if so, have that attorney assist you with the case. Number two, do what your lawyer tells you to do. Once you retain counsel, let your lawyer do all the work. Don't have any communications with the other side, any witnesses, any insurance companies, even including your own. Make sure everything comes across your attorney's desk. Make sure your attorney does everything. You want your attorney to be the only contact between you and the insurance company. Critically important, you guys, but this is where a lot of clients and actually a lot of lawyers drop the ball. So number two, make sure that your lawyer is your spokesperson and represents you before all interested parties, especially the other side's insurance company in your case. Last but not least, give a lot of weight to any advice your lawyer gives you. Now, I'm assuming your lawyer knows what he or she's doing. Every case is different, facts are different, liability is different in each case. What happened to a neighbor of yours and the recovery your neighbor obtained through a settlement, a mediation, an arbitration, or trial might be completely different than what you're entitled to. It might be lower, it might be higher. Each case is different, but do put a lot of weight on what your experienced legal counsel advises you to do, whether it's to settle the case, whether it's to take the case to trial. If you trust your lawyer and if your lawyer knows what he's doing or she's doing, you're going to be in good shape by following his or her recommendations. There's nothing wrong with getting your lawyer to make those recommendations to you in writing. Okay, now you've got something documented. Look, you told me to do this. I relied upon your written representation, and I'm glad we did. Look what happened. The case turned out great. Or things didn't turn out so well. Why didn't you do what you told me or promised me in writing you were going to do? So I think with those three thoughts in mind, number one, don't try to handle these cases on your own. Number two, hire an experienced lawyer who knows what she's doing or what he's doing. And then number three, follow the advice of that attorney, and you should be in good shape and be positioning yourself for success with your catastrophic injury and wrongful death case. Right? More tips at streaming.lawyer. Out of breath. You guys take care. Make it a masterpiece.